Welcome back, folks. It's 9 minutes before 7 o'clock, and of course, you know this very well. Well, it's a matter of practice. Safe sexual behavior is advocated year-round, but especially during the carnival season. It's important for persons, particularly females, to know their options when it comes to safe sex. The female health company based abroad is seeking to inform the population about the benefits of its female condom. We are joined on set by Dr. Renee Matthews, a representative of this particular product made by Veru Healthcare in the United States, and the product designation is FC2, Female Condom 2.
Yes.
Welcome, Dr. Matthews. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Great. Tell me, safety. This product has been approved by the FDA in the United States.
Yes.
And in terms of convenience, how convenient is it to utilize the product itself?
It's just as convenient as the male condom. You can apply it actually 2 or 3 hours prior, and it, like I said, just as convenient.
Now here's the thing. Many times these encounters aren't necessarily planned.
Right.
So on the spur of the moment, is it a very convenient product to utilize?
Just like I said, same as the male condom, just as convenient. It takes just probably the same amount of time to apply.
And how frequently, I mean, how popular is this particular product?
So it's not very popular because, unfortunately, it's not on the shelves even in the United States anymore. You have to actually have a prescription to get it.
Why?
Or purchase it online.
Why is that?
Because it wasn't flowing off the shelves. So shelf space is very expensive, so they took it off the shelves, all of the drugstores.
Right, but if you now must have a prescription to purchase it, why would that additional requirement be put in place? You don't have to get a prescription to purchase a male condom.
Exactly.
So why has that become the new norm?
If I had the answer, I wish. I honestly, that's one of the reasons why I decided to try and work with them, because I knew that the word needed to get out. Because if we can get the word out and get more people purchasing them, then we can probably get back on the shelves. Because I'm sure you know, I'm sure it's in Trinidad, just like in the US, there's probably 10, 15 different brands for male condoms. And I don't understand why we can't. There's only one female condom. We can't have a little space for this one product.
But in the same way that men complain about the fact that the male condom may in fact take away from the sexual experience itself, is that a similar issue with the female condom?
No, and actually they did a huge study in South Africa, and the usage went up quite a bit. Most of the men actually did like it. At first it was about 50-something%, and it went up to 74% of the men saying they liked it better. Because it's actually one size fit all. So whereas the male condom, you know, you have to get the right size. This is actually one size fits all.
Now, the other key thing, of course, in terms of the pricing of the product, because it's not such a widely utilized product, is it a premium price product? Is it a low price product?
So if you have, in the U.S., if you have insurance, it's actually free. Completely free of charge.
Right.
Until our new president may change things. But today it's free of charge. But if you do not have insurance, on our website, actually it's $24 for a box of 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it can be purchased off of the website?
Yes.
Now, based to your knowledge, is this product currently available in Trinidad and Tobago?
No.
So at this time, if people do want to equip themselves with it, they'll have to purchase
get it from the U.S.
Or purchase it online, I suppose. Yeah. Now, quite interestingly, the debate about condom usage and so on is a debate that has been raging for years. The male condom is not 100% infallible.
True.
It does have a failure rate, no matter how minuscule it may be. Is that the same with the stats with the female condom? There is that minuscule possibility that it may fail.
Yeah.
Especially if it is improperly applied.
Correct.
So is it that people purchasing this product, they may have to rehearse its application beforehand?
I think so, but I think that just like, in the schools when they teach sex ed and they teach you how to put on male condoms, I think that they should do the same, and you would have to learn how to do that as well, so.
Well, sex education in Trinidad and Tobago is a touchy subject.
Okay.
And we may do it more through family planning issues.
It's touchy in the U.S.
and life issues.
Depends on where you're at, what school.
Which state you're
exactly.
in. But now, would you recommend this product to protect against not just STDs, unwanted pregnancy, and so on? Is that how you see it?
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Now, in your experience, though, are you seeing an increasing number of women asking about it?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Because what is it that women feel that men may not always be responsible enough?
I don't know if you guys have the problem here, but in the U.S. they have a problem. It's called stealthing, where men have been removing the condom unbeknownst to the woman, and then 9 months later she has a baby, or she ends up with some STD, and she has no idea what happened because she saw him put on a condom, but she didn't see him take it off beforehand.
Men do this?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
So
I know that a lot of women are very excited to be able to take control and be able to do that, take control themselves and not have to depend on a man.
Right. No, it's a physical barrier against becoming infected with an STD. It's also a physical barrier against becoming impregnated. But is it that women will now use this in conjunction with birth control type medication?
They can, or they don't. They don't. Same with the male condom. You can either use birth control in addition to or not. But yeah.
And the other critical issue, of course, in the utilization of the product is this is yet another chemical, because I'm assuming that the product itself is coated on its exterior. It is not.
It has a lubricant, but it's not coated. No chemical. It's latex free.
It's latex free.
Latex free.
Okay.
Yeah, the product is using nitrile. Nitrile actually blends with your body's the temperature of your body. So therefore, it almost feels like a second skin where you don't even realize that it's on.
Now that's a critical issue, because you've also got to remember to remove the product.
True.
After use.
But the way the female condom works, you can see it on the outside, so you would know. Well, any woman would know.
And this is not necessarily something that you want to apply in the morning and then remove in the evening.
No.
It's not that kind of product.
No. 2 to 3 hours.
2 to 3 hours max.
Ahead of time. That's it. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And cannot be reused as well either.
And it cannot be reused. No. But there must be an important reason why keeping the product on for lengthy periods may not be in the best interest of the user. Why is that 2 to 3 hour stipulation important? Well,
first of all, you want to use the bathroom. And so because of the way it's made, this might disrupt that. So definitely that's one of the reasons. Secondly, I don't think the lubricant would last that long. So you probably wouldn't want to do that, yeah.
Right, so there's some measure of drying out of the
lubricant
over time.
Yeah.
So interestingly though, we know that sometimes women do have these issues with lubrication. So this can also assist persons who may have that difficulty as well.
Yes, and you can also use outside lubricant as well, but it does have its own lubrication.
This is a very interesting conversation. We're going to go to the news, and we're going to continue the conversation right after the news.
Okay.
Okay. All right, folks, we'll be back. We're going to go to the news, and so don't go anywhere. We'll be back talking about these important health issues.
Good morning. With a news update, I am Anselm Gibbs. The United States Department of State has issued a security alert warning U.S. government personnel here to exercise additional caution if taking part in Carnival events. This comes after police say they've detained 4 people in connection with a threat linked to Carnival.
Trinidad and Tobago Police Service has unearthed credible information of a threat to disrupt Carnival activities. Given the nature of the information received, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service found it necessary to detain several persons of interest.
Caribbean Airlines says it has added flights to Tobago until next Wednesday, following the TNT Express being taken out of operation. CAL says more than 4,700 seats have been added, and priority will be given to passengers disrupted by ferry cancellations. And Galeon's Passage, this country's new RoPax ferry, has been officially registered. Finance Minister Calm Imbe tweeted that a vessel was registered on Thursday in NIDCO's name. He said an experienced crew is currently being mobilized in China to sail the vessel to Port of Spain. Now to the weather forecast. Today you can expect mostly sunny and at times breezy conditions with a few brief showery interruptions mainly during the morning period. Today's high will be 30 degrees Celsius in both Trinidad and Tobago.
Welcome back, folks. It's 2 minutes past 7 o'clock, and we're talking about health issues during this carnival season. And we have here Dr. Renee Matthews. She is here talking about the important female condom, a product designated as FC2. It's FDA approved in the United States. Dr. Matthews, seeing that the product does not yet have a distributor in Trinidad and Tobago, are you in search of a distributor?
I don't work on that end. I'm more medical, so I don't know if they are, but I know that we're trying to get the word out and so that we can expand and grow and get more people on board with it, so I'm sure they are.
Yeah, and the other critical thing too, would you recommend this product for people just over 18, young adults?
I would recommend it for anyone
teenagers?
that is sexually active.
Right.
Because of the way I told you how it actually covers the outside as well, it prevents against even more sexually transmitted diseases than the male condom.
So has that been scientifically shown that it is more effective as a prevention against sexually transmitted diseases?
Yes.
Compared to the male condom?
Yes.
So now, very interestingly, the partners in this sexual relationship, the woman with the female condom, the man with the male condom, is it absolutely necessary then for both parties to be covered in that particular way?
No.
So through a toss of a coin they can decide who wears the condom?
Sure.
Is that how the conversation will
go?
It's your turn now.
Right.
In terms of the shelf life of the product, is there particularly is there
It's
recommended time?
the same as the male condom, so I think it's like 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can buy a substantial quantity and store it for 2 years. You can buy it in bulk.
Right.
And I suppose that would also reduce the cost to the consumer?
Right.
If you're purchasing it in large quantities?
No, well, not for us as consumers. There's a lot of, in the U.S., there's a lot of Planned Parenthood and, nonprofit organizations that do purchase in bulk, and it's cheaper for them to do it, yeah.
Right. Now, male condoms over the years have evolved. They come in different colors and
Yes.
they come in different flavors. Is that where the female condom
They're
is?
not there yet, so I don't know if that's where they're going, but they're not there just yet.
So there are no different colors or different flavors.
No.
But
We just have cute packaging.
So let's be clear about this. Oral sex is also part of the sexual experience. Does the female condom interfere with that aspect of the engagement?
Well, you would need a dental dam for that, and that would be before you put this in. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But there can be transmission of STDs and other diseases without penetration.
Right. That's what I'm saying. This is strictly for sexual intercourse, not oral. So for oral, you need something else. Yeah.
Now you have a radio show in the United States, and you talk about health issues and so on. What are some of the key things that people in the United States want to know about sexual reproductive health, etc.?
This is the first product actually that I've done that was sexually anything that had to do with sex, but and they just have all sorts of questions because even in the U.S. it's not very well known. So this is mainly, you know, men want to know what is it, you know, what is this about, and women are also like, wait a minute, there's something that I can, you know, I can do. I can do this. I don't have to worry about him, or I don't have to carry male condoms and just pray that he puts it on. And so that's the biggest conversation that I've been having most recently, is because everyone's like, what? I've never heard of this. I didn't know. You know, where's this been? Did it just come out? I'm like, no, it's been out since '98 actually. And the second one came out in 2005. So it's been a minute.
Right. So women feel a lot more empowered having
Exactly.
the female condom
Yeah.
at their disposal. But the critical thing, of course, is that everyone has to be disciplined in its usage.
Same with the male and birth control and everything else. You're right.
But very importantly, what are the dangers in improperly applying the particular product?
So the only danger would be that you would have unplanned pregnancy, or you would get an STI of some type. So any sexually transmitted infection if you didn't use it correctly.
Right.
So it's the same exact, you know, implications if you use the condom, the male condom incorrectly.
Right. And there's no danger in it becoming dislodged during the act of sexual intercourse and getting lost in
It's not going to get lost.
in her canal.
No.
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 I understand. I understand. So there's a fail-safe mechanism.
Well, because of the way it's made, it's got two rings. So one goes in and one is out, and it's not a small product, but it's not huge, but it's not going to get lost. No.
Now, I've never seen any videos of this application,
We have them.
and I think I'm going to search for this
Yes.
very soon. In post-application of the product, does it affect the aesthetics of you know what's going on between the man and the woman?
No.
No, it doesn't.
No.
I'll have to take your word for it. I'll have to take your word for it. Dr. Matthews, I want to thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
I think it's really an important aspect of the empowerment of women, and I'm sure that people will be a lot more interested in getting information on that product. How can folks contact you directly if they want that information?
I am Ask Dr. Renee on all social media, and my website is askdrrenee.info.
Right.
And you can find more information about FC2 at FC2 USA, all over every platform on the internet.
Yes.
And our website is fc2-us.com.
Fantastic. Folks can just Google FC2.
Yes, and you'll find it.
You'll
And
find
there
the
are
links.
videos to tell you how to put it on.
Right.
So, and I actually did a video recently with blackdoctor.org, and I had an actual demonstration, and I showed how to do it. So,
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And
No
I
problem.
know that people are a lot more interested now.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay. All right. So we're talking about safety. We're talking about health. We're making sure that you have a very safe Carnival weekend. And of course, this is something that is a year-round issue. So it's not just about Carnival. It's really about your health. We're going to take a break and come right back.